Look in the mirror. Look at the people around you. When we think of traditional Irish genetics, a very specific image comes to mind. We picture pale skin, a sea of freckles, and fiery red or bright blonde hair. That is the global stereotype of the Celtic bloodline. But there is a genetic anomaly that shatters this stereotype. It is a striking, deeply beautiful paradox. Millions of people of Irish and Celtic descent carry a completely different phenotype. They possess porcelain white skin and piercing, icy blue eyes, framed by hair that is incredibly thick and jet black. In America and across the world, people with this intense, contrasting physical trait are known by a mysterious title: the Black Irish. For centuries, a legendary myth has been passed down to explain how this dark hair entered the isolated island of Ireland. A tale of sunken armadas, stranded foreign sailors, and a massive 16th century genetic infusion. But modern DNA testing has finally unraveled the truth, and the scientific reality is far older and much darker than the legends. Today, we are decoding the Black Irish Enigma. We will expose the myth of the Spanish Armada, track down the ancient DNA of the Western hunter-gatherers, and reveal why having dark hair and blue eyes connects you to the very first ghosts of Europe. If you want to uncover the lost origins of your own face, hit that subscribe button. You are watching Lost Origins. The Spanish Armada Myth. If you ask anyone in Ireland or the United States where the Black Irish come from, they will almost always tell you the exact same story. The year was 1588. The mighty Spanish Empire under King Philip II launched a colossal fleet of 130 warships to invade England. This was the legendary Spanish Armada. But the invasion was a catastrophic failure. Battered by English cannons and pushed off course by devastating apocalyptic storms, dozens of massive Spanish galleons were driven north, eventually crashing violently along the rocky, unforgiving western coast of Ireland. According to the legend, hundreds of dark-haired, dark-eyed Spanish sailors washed ashore. Stranded and unable to return to Spain, these Mediterranean men were taken in by the local Irish clans. They married Celtic women, integrated into the society, and permanently injected their dark Mediterranean DNA into the Irish gene pool. This, the story goes, is why you see Irish families with jet black hair and Spanish-looking features today. It is a romantic, epic tale of survival and assimilation. There is only one problem. When modern geneticists began to sequence the DNA of the Irish population, the legend completely fell apart. The DNA verdict. In recent years, massive genetic studies have mapped the genomes of thousands of people across Ireland and the British Isles. If the Spanish Armada legend were true, we would expect to see a significant spike in Iberian DNA. Spanish and Portuguese genetic markers clustered along the western coast of Ireland. But scientists found almost nothing. The Irish genome is remarkably homogeneous. There is no significant trace of 16th century Spanish DNA hiding in the Black Irish bloodline. Historical records back up this grim biological truth. The reality of the Spanish Armada shipwreck was not a romantic story of integration. It was a slaughter. When the Spanish sailors washed ashore in 1588, Ireland was under strict English military control. The English governors ordered the immediate execution of any surviving Spanish soldiers. Those who were not killed by the English were often robbed and left to die by the impoverished locals. Very few Spanish sailors survived, and almost none of them stayed long enough to leave a genetic legacy. So, if the jet black hair didn't come from the Spanish in 1588, where did it come from? To find the true origin of the Black Irish phenotype, we have to travel much further back in time, not hundreds of years, but 10,000 years. The original islanders. Before the Vikings arrived with their blonde hair, before the Anglo-Saxons brought their Germanic genes, even before the Celtic culture fully dominated the islands, there with a first people. At the end of the last ice age, the British Isles and Ireland were populated by a rugged, resilient group of ancient humans known as the Western hunter-gatherers. Thanks to revolutionary paleogenetics, we now know exactly what these ancient people looked like. When scientists sequenced the DNA of Cheddar Man, a 10,000-year-old skeleton found in Britain, they discovered a shocking genetic profile. He did not have pale skin and blonde hair. Cheddar Man and the Western hunter-gatherers who populated ancient Ireland had a genetic mutation for striking, bright blue eyes, combined with very dark, almost black hair and dark skin. Over thousands of years, as these original hunter-gatherers mixed with incoming Neolithic farmers from Anatolia, their skin adapted to the cloudy, low-light environment of the North Atlantic, becoming pale to absorb more vitamin D. But the genetic code for the dark, jet-black hair and the piercing blue eyes survived. The unbroken ancestry. The Black Irish are not a foreign import. They are not the descendants of shipwrecked Spanish sailors. If you have jet-black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, you are actually carrying the oldest, most native DNA of the British Isles. You are a genetic time capsule. Your phenotype represents the original Atlantic facade. It is the unbroken, surviving echo of the ancient hunter-gatherers who walked the rocky shores of Ireland long before the empires of Rome, Spain, or England ever existed. The Vikings and the Celts brought the red and blonde mutations later, but the dark hair was always there, sleeping in the genetic code. The myth of the Spanish Armada was just an attempt to explain a profound beauty that people did not understand. But the truth written in your DNA is far more epic. You do not carry the blood of a sunken fleet. You carry the blood of the first islanders. What do you think? Do you or someone in your family have the Black Irish physical traits? Did you grow up believing the Spanish Armada myth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to discover the shocking truth behind another ancient genetic anomaly, make sure to watch our documentary on the rhesus-negative alien blood mystery, right here on the screen. I am Thomas, and this is Lost Origins. Keep exploring.